back to the HIA-LI Trade Show. I'm Eliud Custodio, and once again, I have the pleasure of sitting with Terri Alessi-Miceli, the CEO and president of the HIA-LI. How are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were just talking about how tiring it is after a long day. I presume you're happy.
Yeah.
This was a good day?
Ecstatic. By 10:30 this morning, there were over 1,700 people that clocked in
By 10:30.
by 10:30. So I haven't checked the stats
Yeah.
since, but I'm sure they'll be great. So that was phenomenal. That outweighed at 10:30 last year, outweighed what we did. So
Fantastic.
yeah, that alone is really important. And I have to say, the thing I think genuinely that excites me every year is that this is not just about having a booth, right? And you know this, but people are sharing ideas, they're developing relationships, they're creating opportunities, they're collaborating. And I don't know, at the luncheon today, I don't know if you heard me say it, but I told a story about many, many years ago. In my past life, about 25 years ago, we always exhibited at the show. We were a member of the HIA-LI before I was with them. And a gentleman walked up to the booth. He was a senior vice president of computer associates. And to my staff's credit, and many follow-ups and appointments and meetings, signed the largest global contracts I was with Dale Carnegie training them, Dale Carnegie's history from this show.
Look at that.
So, people shouldn't underestimate what can happen when you start a spark and then follow up and do something with that professional relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, to that point, and this is to give you and your team credit and thanks, getting involved with you guys a couple of years ago, I can't walk. It's weird saying this, but it's worth admitting because it's the power of the show. It's the power of the organization. I can't walk down an aisle without getting hugs, handshakes, hellos, all H's. I don't know why, but like I can't make it from one end to the other efficiently
Right.
because of all the people I've met through this association.
Yeah. And you know what? You got to give yourself a lot of credit in that. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because people do business with people they know and they trust. We know that, right?
Yep.
But I think equally as important is, when you're a person that's dependable, which you are, and you follow through, which you do, and you do the right thing for people, which you do, people just migrate towards you. So I think it's probably a perfect marriage, quite frankly, right? The association offers you things, but you are really using that to the fullest. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I do tell people, whether it's HIA or any organization, you get out of it what you put in.
But
You know, you mentioned booths. You sold all the booths, right? The
we
sellout
sold the
show.
whole floor out.
Wow.
The
Congratulations.
entire floor. We could not have fit. In fact, somebody called yesterday, wanted a booth. I said, can we create another booth somewhere? Is there room to create
Wow.
a booth? So, which is great.
Yeah.
And every year the show grows, and every year the programming gets deeper, which is phenomenal. We talked at lunch about economic development, and I have to say, Suffolk County Executive Ed Romaine, I'm not sure if you got a chance to interview him or not, but he was on fire.
He didn't have time to swing by this time. I've interviewed him before, but
Yeah.
I heard him up there. Yeah, he had fire. That's a good way to put it.
Fire. When he was leaving, I joked. I said, "Did you drink a Red Bull right before? What happened there?" But it goes to show you that I think his energy, the energy of the show, the energy of there's a lot of really good things going on a lot. So as much as we might talk about some of the bad stuff, there's a lot of really, really
Yeah,
good things.
people focus on the negative more than
Right.
they should with everything. I saw a Tesla
Yeah.
dealership. What other new booths or companies are here that we might have missed?
Yeah. So, the whole back of the floor is dedicated to, as you know, Tesla's back there and a lot of other um, cars that are what we call energy driven.
Okay.
So, they're either hybrids or, and we went to a lot of car dealerships and we talked about, is it not a car show by any stretch? But is it an opportunity really to get that name out there and to help people understand that if you want to be energy efficient, there's a way and a means to do that. That's really important.
Are they focused on selling to businesses?
They
I would see
they're
that being a draw.
well, they have fleets. Yeah,
Okay.
they focus on fleets, but they also focus on the consumer as well. So this show really brings both together, which
Yeah.
is really, really nice. We also have really to this side, the other side of where you are, the booths are manufacturers. So
Okay.
a lot more manufacturers have come down. Although they don't directly sell to businesses, they sell to usually valuated resellers. They understand the value of showcasing what they're doing and how they're doing it on Long Island. So that's not necessarily new, but a lot more of them came out this year, which we were really excited about.
Yeah.
And we have, our theme is the next business breakthrough. So we have robots. If you walk around, there's some, obviously I have a
I saw
robot.
IBCI's
Yeah,
robot. Yeah.
yeah. So there's a lot of cool stuff. There is every year.
Love it. There's a
Every
good
year.
energy in the room.
Yeah,
Before we wrap up, what's next on the horizon for the association?
yeah. Woo! You're
Quite a
not gonna
bit.
let me get past this one, huh? Um, so what's next? I mean, several things we're working on now. Probably the thing I am most proud of right now. I'm proud of a lot, but is that we're helping developers on Long Island that are building multifamily houses
Okay.
really become better connected to school districts.
Okay.
Because school districts, a lot of time when people want to develop, will come out to town hall meetings and they'll say, "We're against this because they have to pay for these kids when these
Right.
kids come to school."
So starting the relationship with the school first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing some work in that area, just in terms of pilot programs and tax caps and things like that. We've collaborated more these last 2 years with our Long Island Business Collaborative Group, which is the HIA-LI, the LIA, Libby, LICA, and AVLI, a lot of the alphabet soups.
Yeah.
But, when business associations join, communities win. So we're doing a lot of work in economic development right now. Our next event, we have a golf outing coming up, but in September we have our Business Achievement Awards, which is now called Business Distinction Awards.
Okay.
And we've added a micro category.
All right. What's the criteria for that?
So, are organizations that have less than 10 employees, because what was happening is the small category that goes up to 100 employees, the smaller organizations were getting lost.
Right.
Right. And which is not fair. You can't compete.
No, it's a good idea.
It's just, yeah. So we've done that, and we're going to have a bunch of other new awards. So we're really excited about that as well.
That's
A lot of
awesome.
great stuff going on. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Stay tuned. Terri, thank you.
Thanks.
This is wonderful.
Thank you so much.